Welcome to the online lecture series on 8051 microcontroller. We shall continue with some of the problems on 8051 stack. See this problem. Examine the stack. So, the contents of the stack is given in the problem. Show the contents of the registers and stack pointer after execution of the following instructions. Okay. All values are in hexadecimal. So whatever the values which are stored here are in hexadecimal. Okay. So first examine the stack. So the top of the stack, currently the stack pointer is pointing to location 0BH. Okay. So we have to show the contents of stack pointer and these registers after executing each of these instruction. POP 3, POP 5 and POP 2. Let us do that one by one. Okay. Okay. So when POP 3 is executed, okay, so what happens? The contents of the top of the stack. So currently, before POP 3 was executed, the top of the stack was at 0B. So the content of the top of the stack, that is 54H, will be copied. There is a mistake here. It cannot be R3, it is 3. So please do this correction in the notes also. Okay. 3 is nothing but the address of register R3. Okay. So the contents of the top of the stack, that is 54H, will be copied to register R3 here. Okay. So after that copying, the stack pointer will be decremented by 1. Okay. So R3 will contain 54H and stack pointer now will point to 0AH. Okay. So there is a mistake in all these three diagrams. Okay. Here stack pointer you should write it as 0A. Okay, while copy paste a mistake has happened, so this should be 0A. Next, when you perform POP 5, okay, what is the first thing? The top of the stack content. What was the top of the stack content? Stack pointer was pointing to 0AH. So what was the content of that? F9. That will be copied to address 5. Address 5 is nothing but register R5. So F9H is copied to register R5. Second step what happens in POP is then stack pointer is decremented by 1. Therefore now stack pointer will be pointing to 09. So the content of the stack pointer will be 09H. So here also you make a correction. It should be 09, not 0B. Next, when you perform POP 2, okay, so the top of the stack, okay, it was 09. So 76 will be copied to address 2. Address 2 is nothing but register R2. So 76H is retrieved in register R2. Here also there is a mistake. So this should be R2. And then stack point will be decremented by 1. Okay, so you have to show diagrammatically the stack and also write the contents of each of the registers and the contents of the stack pointer. So a lot of mistakes in this problem. So please make correction in your notes. Okay. Let's see the next problem. The next problem is move the contents of register R7 to R5 to R7, and you have to use only push and pop instructions. Okay, fine. So if you had to do this without using push and pop, how will you do? Can you write like this? Move R7 comma R5, is it allowed? It's not allowed, right? You cannot have both source and destination as registers. Okay, so what will you do? First you copy to some dummy register like A, then you perform move R7 comma A. Fine. So this was using without using push and pop. Now how will you do using push and pop? So what you should do, move the contents of register R5 to R7. Okay, now see here. First I will save the contents of R5. Address of R5 is 05H. Okay, now you have, now once I push 05H, the contents of register R5 is saved onto the stack. Now where should I copy this? I should copy to register R7. So you know that when I do pop, whatever is in the top of the stack, that will be copied to the address, whichever address you specify here. Now where should I copy? I should copy to register R7. So if I write 07H now, what will happen? So you had saved the contents of register R5 onto the stack, while popping you are popping it in register R7. So it is as good as you are copying the contents of register R5 to R7. You can execute and see this. I will put some dummy data in R5. R5 contains 0FFH. Okay, so let's quickly execute this. So if you see, oh, there is a mistake here. Immediate data should always be prefixed by this hash symbol. Okay, and again you have to compile. So let's do this again. Fine. So R5 contains FFH. Okay, so when I say push, stack point will be incremented by 1. So by default it is 7 only, and contents of 05, that is FF, will be stored onto the stack. So can you see? So FF is stored in onto the stack. Now when I pop, I am popping this up in register R7. So whatever was, so top of the stack is at 08H, and what do you have on the top of the stack? You have FFH. So when I pop, register R7 will contain again FFH. Okay, so I will show this using a magnifier. Yeah, can you see? R7 contains FFH. Okay, so we shall see more programs in the next video lecture.